Hello and welcome back to Red Leader Plays Fire Emblem Three Hopes, Azure Gleam. Last time, we freaking got the end of part 1! Let's go! And oh my god, that mission was so good. I loved every second of it. My god. Freaking like Edelgard, Dimitri, we even saw Talus, like freaking Edelgard transformed, like what the... And then Shez, like, carrying Dimitri back and just restating like, I'm not gonna let you die here. Never. Always with you. My god. That was so good. Oh, I'm so interested to see like what like Edelgard's role is gonna be, because apparently she can't talk. So that's so interesting. But this one, I'm not sure if we'll do any battles, but we are definitely going to talk about everybody because it's literally part 2. Dimitri wants to speak with me. And we have a ton of support conversations. And you probably noticed, but I did a lot of the points up there, like the training and the expeditions and stuff. So yeah, let's just you know what? Let's go to Arvel. Hey there, Arvel. How you doing?
What do you think?
How did it feel going on the battlefield again? Were you overcome with sentimentality? Oh my god. It was no different than usual.
Nuh-uh.
Not really. I felt calm like always. Glad to hear it. I'm certain you are much stronger than more than you were half a year ago. Well, thanks. Thanks, Arvel. Hey, Felix!
Ah, it's you.
You asked me a few months ago. I never would have guessed Folan would be in such turmoil. I always thought the Emperor's approach was a bit rash, but it didn't seem wholly unreasonable either. At least not until the Battle of Arnia Road. Dugair was reinstalled as Prime Minister after that. In fact, it's almost as though he was waiting for the Emperor's defeat, don't you think? Exactly. Hey, Flame. Our camp suddenly is lively now that the Alliance has joined us. It feels as though I'm gazing upon a scene from an academy. This takes me back. I hope this will be an opportunity for me to cultivate new friendships. Ingrid and Sylvain.
Got a second?
You went back to Galatea for a bit, didn't you? How was it? Your family holding up okay? Not much has changed, thankfully. Also, my father said you make sure I sent you his regards. He said he'll know what that means. Whoa, wait. Did I do something wrong? I haven't done anything, right? At least not lately. It's my father's idea of a joke. I'm sure he knows how hard you've been working. And how has your family been since, your brother?
So the story is...
My father's been the same as ever, but I think my mom's taken it very hard. The clown wasn't her biological son, but she cared about him all the same. Aside from that, there's been nothing out of the ordinary in Galatea territory. The surrounding armies came knocking a few times, but we sent them packing. I see. Well, I suppose no news is good news then. Hey, sometimes that is true. Petra!
Excuse me.
We are seeing each other after a long time. Are you still sharp? Of course. You went back to Bridget, right? Yes. Home was very good. I went to the ocean and forests like I was a child. I also said hello to the spirits. Asked about the spirits. Spirits, huh? I can't really understand, but they sound important to Bridget. They are. But spirits are everywhere. You can be praying for their protection too. Someone's here. Oh, Raphael!
So, yeah.
Good on you for sticking with the Kingdom armies this long. Must have been tough, huh? But your hard days are over now. I've called it in a favor of Claude, you see? That's what the, guess.
Let's see.
Let me guess, you asked for meat, right?
Ah,
You know it! I asked him to get some delicious juicy meat so we can really give it our all. I mean, I asked for other stuff too, but between you and me, the Kingdom's army's food tastes like tree bark. We'll be swooping in tasty foods from all over the Alliance in no time, so make sure you get good food and hungry. Goddamn, Raphael. Freaking meat! Ignatz!
Amazing, actually.
This is my first time visiting Kingdom territory. There's something fascinating around every corner here. The very climate allows a diverse and rare plant life, and each town or village has their unique charms. Truly, Fulham's vastness astounds me every day. Oh, my apologies. I must compose myself. We are at war, and I am a knight after all. Nah, Ignatz. Just take it from Ash! He's the same as you. He's like basically the same as you.
Hey!
We'll probably lean on the Alliance too much, but it's nice to have more allies. We've even got more people from the Golden Deer here now, which is really reassuring. Yeah, agree. Definitely. They're a force to be reckoned with. I'll be counting on them in battle.
I agree.
The Empire may have shared numbers, but I think there may be more hope for us yet. But as if what will happen between us and the Empire is defeated, your guess is as good as mine. Yeah. Oh, Happy, why are you like laying over here in the corner?
I know you.
Hey, long time no see. You haven't changed much a bit. How's it going? Good.
Right on.
Good. I can't complain though. I'll be even better if we end this war with the next campaign. Wouldn't that be nice? At any rate, I'm glad we're working with you again. My motivation goes right out the window when you're not around. Aw. Oh yeah, Bernie. Looks like it's my days of peace and quiet are over.
So wrong!
Why do you think they're sending me in front lines again? It's because I'm from the Empire. Oh, this is too much pressure. Encourage, Bernie!
Sure?
It's not about where you're from. People are just counting on you, and there's no one's forcing you to do anything. Counting on me? Well, when you put it that way, alright, I'll do it. Oh, Bernie. There she is! There she is! Right when things finally die down in the West, they go and send my father to the Alliance.
Aww.
He works too much, even though he's getting on in years. What am I gonna do with him? Say she's... You are the same way, Annette. You're working your tail off too, you know. I guess the apples are far from the tree. Oh, well, I'm a lot younger than him, and in better shape too. Since he's working so hard, there's no excuse for me to do the same. I know.
To tell the truth,
I spent more time in Kemius and was extremely busy helping all people there. Many were fleeing from the Empire and with the Central Church's aid.
Yeah, I don't know.
That must have been rough. Since you're back, does that mean we have to settle things down over there? Yes, for now. Though I'm sure the situation will grow dire once the fighting starts. But the battlefield is a dreadful place, and it's truly horrifying to take another person's life. And yet, at this point, the thought of doing nothing was far worse. Catherine and Shamir! Oh, hey, Shez. Nice timing. Let me introduce you to my partner here.
It's you.
Her name's Shamir. Nice to meet you. Thanks for your help in Iron Road. Shamir left the Knights of Saros 2 years ago, and has been working as a mercenary in the Alliance. But she's going to be fighting with us from now on. I can vouch for her skills. Pleasure to have you aboard, Shamir. You're my favorite church member. Oh, hey, Yuri. I was hired from early, of course, but I have subordinates and family in the kingdom, so all worked out for the best. Don't worry, trust is the foundation of my business, but I'm not going to betray you simply because it strikes my fancy. But I suppose I would understand if someone didn't believe me because of my circumstances. Yeah, it's like you did just betray the Empire, like just flat out. Another battle on the horizon, and one of that decide the Empire's fate, no less. Have you heard about the Empire's army is in disarray? I wonder what's going on. What has become of 80? Agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a definite concern. If the Empire falls apart, chaos will spread through the rest of Fodlan. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe I should. No, I'm sorry. I'm alright. I can fight. The battlefield is my stage, after all. Alright, I think that is everybody I talked to. Well, except for Dimitri. And I think Dedu is in here. Oh, Seneth.
I see. A moment.
The Archbishop has long hoped to recapture Garrick Monastery. Now that we wish to finally come to fruition. And now we have Claude to thank for it. Though, I would prefer him to devour a follower of the church. So he's a follower.
Are you sure?
Just because he isn't devout doesn't mean he's not a follower. I doubt even that. Did you even see him earnestly pray during your time at the Officers' Academy? It is undeniably that all the people in the Alliance territory is less religious than those in the kingdom. The Eastern Church presides over Leicester, yet they do not appear practically ecstatic in spreading the faith. On the other hand, the Western Church's fanatical learnings are another cause for concern. Jeez. Dedu!
Well?
After the Battle of Arni Road, His Majesty remained stoic until we returned to Ferdiad. However, after issuing orders for the next steps, he promptly collapsed and did not wake for 3 days. 3 days?! When he finally woke, he immediately returned to working on particle affairs. The tendency of his never ceases to worry me. Yeah, Dimitri, you need a rest, buddy!
Over here. I've been waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you, Shez. Follow me. We'll begin the meeting at once. Oh, okay. Battle suggestions? What? I'd like to hear from everyone. Please, share your suggestions you have. What is this? New mechanic in part 2?
I have an idea.
Okay. So Felix, focus on developing flexibility improvement sword technique. Slightly increases the class experience gained when training in class with wield swords. Felix, that's only just for you! Come on, buddy! Focus on developing thrusting strength improves lance technique. Slightly increase the class experience blind when using lance. Okay, so it's basically just like getting more bonuses for that specific class. Honestly, I do have more mages, so I think...
I have a worthy proposition. I have an idea.
I was thinking...
Oh my god, I actually say things. That's actually kind of cool. But I was saying, I do have more mages. Like, I have Flame, I have Happy, I have Dorothea, I have, well, Annette, but she's not really a mage right now. But Mercy? I have a lot of mages. So I think that works. And it's not just because it's Annette. But...
Great.
Let's
Let's
do
get
Annette.
started.
Now then.
That's settled then. Ready yourselves for battle. The effects of Annette's suggestion are now active.
Impressive.
Excellent work, Shez. Now we have a solid plan thanks to you. Our battles will only grow more intense from here on out. There's no telling when we may lose one of our dear allies. You might want to spend time with them while you can. That way, you can harbor no regrets should tragedy strike. Oh my, I'm not gonna lose anybody!
Hey!
Thinking about my friends reminds me of my good mercenary band. Actually, I made a little something when I first became a full-fledged mercenary. Might not be a bad idea that someone will be sick. What? What? Special accessories. Gift an ally the Merc Whistle, and in return they'll give you their special accessory. What? Put a special accessory and your unique action ability. Wait. Put on a special accessory and your unique action ability will be overwritten. With that, is give you the. What? Only allies with 8 supports can receive the Merc Whistle. You're going to cry 1 Merc Whistle per playthrough, so think carefully about who you give it to. Oh my god. Well, I think that's probably kind of the S rank? Kind of? It's not the same thing, but it's kind of close. Your Majesty, please take care. Your wounds have barely healed, and you've been working incessantly.
No.
When I should work for not now. There is no need for concern. I can wield my spear as I always have.
Let's see.
Oh, Dimitri's fine. He's as fit as a fiddle. If his training is anything to go by.
Well?
Be that as it may, but His Majesty has been up all night with the Alliance forces. I rest when needed, and I will be sure to inform you immediately when I am unwell. I do not wish to slow everyone down. And if I'm honest, my thoughts tend to stray the situation with the Empire regardless. I cannot fully relax. If we have been able to defeat Edelgard, or better yet, Talus.
No.
What's past is past, Your Majesty. Right now, we must focus on the battle before us. Yes, you're right, my friend. Dimitri. Alright. So, let's go ahead and probably watch these supports, because I have a ton! A ton! Look at all these! Alright, well, and that's we're gonna watch at the ends. Well, I think it's just Ignatz and Shez. Oh yeah, I was actually curious about that. I was curious about Marianne and Ingrid's.
Oh dear. She left some of her feet again today. She might even be sick. But what do I do if she is?
You should give her hay instead of feed.
Oh, Marianne, I didn't notice you there. Wait, what's wrong with feed?
Oats aren't enough. For a horse, I mean. Not enough nutritional value.
I suppose I have been giving her a good amount of oats recently. Is that really what's making her unwell?
Yes. Probably.
In that case, I'll find some hay for her right away. Thanks for the advice. You sure know a lot.
Oh, no, not at all.
There's no need to be humble when you clearly know so much. Speaking of which, would you mind if I asked you some other questions?
No, I should have minded my own. Please excuse me.
Hey, wait! There's so much I want to ask! What do I do? I only brought her on the battlefield once. But now she refuses to take even a single step.
I think, she's scared.
What? Really?
I can try to calm her down, but I don't know. Easy, girl, easy. I know that was scary, but you're safe now.
Shh. Amazing! She's walking again!
She said she hates the stench of blood on the battlefield. And that's why she didn't want to move.
Oh, well that makes sense. Wait, did you just talk to my horse?
Yes, well, I mean, sort of. I just kind of understand.
That's incredible. How do you do that? And can you teach me?
It's really just, I sort of imagine what they're thinking based on little movements, or... I'm sorry. I'm not helpful. I should go.
Not helpful. This is the second time you've helped me and her both. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself, Marianne. Have a little confidence in your abilities.
Please excuse me.
Wait, I didn't even get to thank you.
Aw, Marianne, don't be so sad. Man, if someone actually deserves to be in Blue Lions, it's Marianne. Because, to be honest, everyone in Blue Lion House has a tragic backstory, right? And Marianne fits that completely. Like, she honestly deserves to be a Blue Lion. But honestly, it made sense because Ingrid loves, like, horses and mounts, right? And then Marianne talks to animals such as Dorte. So, just makes sense. And honestly, I love the fact that in Three Hopes, like, there's a lot of characters who don't have the same supports. Like some characters in Three Houses who have supports with each other don't have them in this game. So I think it's more of like picking those characters that have supports with the people who they miss from Three Houses. And I think that's so cool. That is so cool. Alright, we got Happy and Shez. What do you guys gotta say?
Oh, hey, Happy. You sure like the outdoors, huh?
I guess you could say that. Probably because I grew up in a forest. Or maybe it's because I was forced to live in Abyss all that time.
Oh, that's right. You were at Garrigmok too. I wasn't there for very long, but I never would have guessed there was a whole town hiding just below my feet.
Yep.
Well, it was. I should know. What about you, though? What did you do before hopping into the mercenary business?
Before that? Oh, well... I lived with my mom in a village deep in the mountains. Feels like forever ago now. Oh, I call her my mom, but we weren't actually related. She was more like a foster parent.
So what was she like? I don't suppose she was interested in magical research, was she?
Oh my god. Wait, is Happy asking because of like Cornelia? It does might be a coincidence, but I wonder did Shez and Ash's talk about it like that Shez's mom wasn't related to her? Because I think she was referred to her as mom, not a foster mom. Huh.
I don't know about research, but yeah, she knew how to use magic.
Interesting. How did you two end up living together?
I don't really know the details. I can't remember anything from before I was with her. Apparently, I was a foundling. Sadly, finding a starving, abandoned child isn't that uncommon. But for her to take me in and raise me as her own, I think my mom was someone special.
Yeah, I guess. She was probably a good person.
Something on your mind, Happy?
I was just wondering why someone who could use magic was living in a remote mountain village.
You know, someone told me one time that she wasn't actually from there. but when I asked her about it, she just gave me this sad smile.
Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
Seriously, Happy, what's going on? Does it have something to do with my mom?
No, it's nothing. Sorry to bring it up. I was just letting my imagination get the better of me. Sorry if I upset you, really.
It's alright.
I'm fine, don't worry about it. No big deal. Besides, I'm sure you had your reasons, right? If you ever feel like talking about it, I'm always here.
Thanks. Just some old demons of mine.
Yeah, Cornelia.
Happens to the best of us. Don't sweat it. You want to head back and get something to eat?
Sure. Oh, and we can pick some berries on the way. I think I saw some a little bit ago.
What kind? After all my time in the mountains, I'm something of a berry expert myself.
That was so interesting. That was very interesting. Wow, we actually, well, we didn't really learn a lot about Shaz's foster. Well, we know that she's a foster mom, so that's cool. Huh. Is that my first A rank? Man, yeah, I think I'll gonna be watching one of my first A ranks. Yeah. Well, let's go with. Well, I don't want to do a net yet. I want to save a net for the end. Okay, we'll do Happy and Shamir then. Hey, Shamir. First support with you.
It's Shammy.
Shammy?
Ah, Happy.
Strange. I didn't take you for the praying type.
Good. I'm not.
Thought so. Then what are you doing here?
Just looking for some peace and quiet. This place seemed like the best option.
Got it. Should I leave you be then?
You're fine. I've had enough silence anyway. You don't strike me as the praying type either. What brings you here?
Same reason as you, I guess. I just wanted some more quiet,
Yeah, they're actually so similar.
but I don't mind if you're here, Shammy.
Alright. Mind if I ask you something then?
Why do you call me Shammy?
You just did. Kidding. Go for it.
It just occurred to me, but you used to live in Abyss, right? Under Garreg Mach? Did you ever see a pagan altar or statue down there?
Ooh. They're actually bringing that up?
You mean that big hunk of metal with the giant wings? Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss. Hold on, you know about Abyss? Did you go down there when you were a knight?
No, before that. Have you heard of the Dagda and Bridget War? After my side lost to the Empire, I was stranded in Fodlan. Somehow I wound up in Abyss.
Oh.
Soon after I started living there, I ran into trouble with someone from the church. Fortunately, Rhea noticed me, and I got hired by the Knights of Saros.
Let me guess. You got into it with Elfie, didn't you?
Elfie. The name sounds
Alfric.
familiar, but I'm not sure.
Interesting. Anyway, sorry. I kind of interrupted you there.
Don't worry about it. So, that pagan statue, it's actually of a Dagdan deity.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
No kidding. You're from Dagda, right?
Yes. I think it was the god of fate. I always wondered how it ended up there.
No clue. It's probably been there forever. You know, I remember there was this one foreigner who prayed to it all the time. Like, really prayed. She must have been from Dagda too.
Most likely. It will have to remain a mystery for now. Thanks, Happy. Is there anything you want to ask me?
What? Really? Let's see.
I really like that. I really like that. I think it just helps that, like, Happy is literally my favorite wolf. So just seeing supports with her is so cool. Alright, whose A rank should I see first? You know what? Let's go. It's gotta be Ingrid, the Clutch Queen. Well, I would pick Annette, but I'm saving Annette for the end. But Clutch Queen Ingrid, let's go.
Hey, Ingrid. Not too often I see you wandering in town like this.
Oh, I was just out for a walk. What about you? Are you here to do some shopping?
Yeah. Dedu asked me to pick up some ingredients for dinner.
Well, if it is food shopping you're after, then your best bet would be the boulevard past the river.
What are you so flustered for? You're not hiding something, are you?
She's hiding food.
What, me? No, not at all. It's nothing really. I'm just surprised how much you can find here.
It's a far cry from the struggling little towns dotting the rest of the kingdom, that's for sure.
Yes, Galatea is one of the regions that's found itself facing particularly hard times lately. A beautiful town like this, filled with happy people, hardly feels like it's part of the same kingdom as the blighted, barren lands I call home. The street lined end to end with blacksmiths is an especially magnificent sight. Not to mention all the wonderful smells wafting from the food stalls. Sorry, I lost myself for a moment there. In any case, it's great to see just how prosperous this town has become.
Let's go, Ingrid.
Hey, you want to go take a peek at some of those stalls with me? We can grab a bite and keep walking if you want. I saw some mouth-watering meat skewers when I passed by earlier, and this time of year's got the best fruit and fish.
She's just gonna say it because meat skewers.
Truly? I'd love to try some.
I knew it.
Though it would not be proper for me to be engaging in such revelry as the future Count Galatea.
Hey, speaking of, have you figured out what you want to do yet?
Not at the moment, no. In fact, part of the reason I came into town today was to do some further searching. It's my dream in life to stand as a knight by His Majesty's side, just as my late fiancé once did. And even if I do not become a knight like he was, there must be a way I can protect His Majesty in a similar fashion. Perhaps I could teach the people of my house the ways of farming and travel the kingdom cultivating land for those who need it most.
That's an idea. Definitely an unusual job for a count, but it'll be welcome for sure. And if you managed to help the kingdom prosper while you did it, people would grow more and more satisfied with the royal family's rule. That's certainly one way to protect the king.
Courage.
If that's the path you choose for yourself, I'll do whatever I can to support you. That's what friends do, after all.
In that case, what would you think of cooperating with me once I inherit my family's title? Just as Tobias did for my grandmother.
Don't tell me. You'd ask me to fetch you meat skewers every day to save you the trip into town?
What? I would never.
It was just a joke, don't worry. But I seriously do want to help. I believe in you, Ingrid. As
do I. That was cute. That was so cute. Alright, Felix, what you got? Oh, they're battling.
What's wrong? Your footwork is even sloppier than usual.
You noticed that, huh? It's nothing. There's just been a lot on my mind lately is all. And I was kinda lost in thought when you lunged at me, so I couldn't really react too well.
Training isn't the time for idle contemplation. You're worthless as a sparring partner if you let your mind wander. Not to mention that you do the same thing in actual battles. Getting distracted when you're training is one thing. Do it out there, and the enemy will cut you down without hesitation. We've been through this before. If there's something on your mind, just come out with it already.
We gotta do it.
I
Tell
was
him.
just thinking you have a pretty good read on me now, too.
It was obvious something was wrong from the way you were fighting. And this is just payback for last time, so no complaining.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not.
If you say so. There's still something I don't understand, though. Where did you learn to fight like that? You clearly don't move like a knight, but I've never seen a mercenary use those techniques either.
I guess you could say I taught myself. I didn't really have one teacher who showed me everything. If anything, I just kind of picked stuff up as I moved from one band of mercs to the next.
That explains it. I was wondering why your style was so hard to read. Both knights and mercenaries use a standard set of battle-tested tactics, a book they all play by. But you're not bound to any single convention. I suppose that's what I found strange.
Probably doesn't help that I don't have to draw my sword like everyone else. When I think about it like that, it might have been for the best that I taught myself instead of subscribing to a particular school of thought.
A unique style all your own. Fascinating. Teach me.
He's motivated.
I'd be glad to, but I'm the only one who can use my sword. It won't be easy to replicate.
That's for me to decide. If nothing else, I can adapt your moves for my own purposes. The more styles I know, the better.
Let's do it.
If you say so. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'll do what I can. Oh, and you can teach me in exchange. The more styles, the better, right? You fight sorta like a knight, but also sorta not. I mean that in a good way, of course. I'm not sure how to put it. It's almost like you react to the situation as it plays out. So, yeah. If we can combine our two styles somehow, I bet we'll both end up stronger for it.
Maybe so.
Wow, that was really that's only a B. Oh my, that was only a B rank. I actually thought that was an A rank. Oh my god, that actually would seem like an A rank. Wow, okay. I did not know that was a B rank. Alright. Ashy boy.
It's been a while since we sent that letter.
Oh,
We still
right.
haven't received a response.
Yeah. We know the village chief got it, though. And we know he read it. The soldier who delivered it confirmed as much.
But he never wrote back. I wonder why.
Hard to say. Maybe he just doesn't want to get involved. Or maybe he doesn't remember us. Part of me almost wonders if my mom didn't make him promise not to tell me anything. Not that I have any proof she'd do that.
Yeah, let's brush it off.
It's fine, honestly. If he's not gonna respond, then it's probably just a dead end.
And you're okay leaving it be?
I mean, yeah, I want to know more about my mom, but it's not the end of the world if I can't. You had to give up learning about your parents too, right?
I did, but
No matter what kind of past my mom had, she'll always be my mom. And I'll always be me. I know that she put every bit of herself into raising me, and that's what matters. There's nothing more important than that in my book.
you're right. Whatever your parents did before they had you, and wherever they are now, they'll always be your parents.
Glad you understand. And hey, not knowing the truth lets me make up all sorts of stories about her in my head.
Oh, you mean like imagining she was actually a high-ranking noble, forced into obscurity?
Not a bad idea, but not totally original either. I was thinking more along the lines of a legendary knight, known throughout every inch of Fodlan. Or maybe a mysterious adventurer who came from somewhere far beyond its borders.
Ash is gonna like that.
That would be incredible if it were true. And it would certainly explain why she was so knowledgeable. Still, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the end.
It's all good, Ash. Without you, I never would have spent all this time thinking about my mom and who she really was. So even though we came up empty-handed, I'd say the journey itself was entirely worth it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should probably get going. Just remembered I've got a huge to-do list and not nearly enough time to do it. See ya!
Huh? I could have sworn I saw the commander here a moment ago.
Oh my god.
Oh, you just missed them. I can take a message if you want, though.
In that case, please deliver this letter.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not gonna tell me? No way. No way. They actually gave a letter, like the chief? Oh my god. Really? That's annoying. Oh, Ingrid and Felix, that's gonna be really cool. Let's go. And we'll go back to Felix and Shez.
He's making a run for it, Felix! Don't let him get away!
Not a chance. He's mine.
Who's mine? Toss a sword
Nice
at him.
work out there. It's a real confidence boost knowing you have my back.
I could say the same for you. Now that I know your style better, I have less trouble predicting your movements.
Glad to hear it. Guess you must have a pretty good read on me by now, huh?
On your sword, perhaps.
There you go again. You know, I've gotten a good grasp on the way you think. It's like you decide on a role for yourself, then do whatever you can to see it through. Of course, the role changes depending on the situation and who's fighting beside you. Sometimes you attack, sometimes you defend. It's incredible just how versatile you are.
No need for compliments. That's simply how I was taught to be.
Really? By who?
My father. He may prefer a spear or magic, but he's more than capable with a sword in his hands too.
Right. Makes sense it'd be Rodrigue. His weapon of choice might be different, but he adapts himself to the flow of battle just as well as you do. Probably better, actually.
The style didn't start with him, though. It's something the leaders of our house have passed down throughout the ages. House Fraldarius has been the king's lance and shield for generations. Ever since the time of Kyphon, sworn friend of the great King Lug. At times, we've been sent to defeat the crown's enemies. At others, we've held back to defend the throne. I admit the style has its uses, idiotic history of blind faith aside.
Huh. So that's why you fight the way you do. You're indispensable, Felix. Not just to Dimitri, but to everyone else, too.
I suppose if I'm a lance and shield, you would be like some kind of projectile, an arrow or a stone.
I'll accept it.
You're saying I'm good at taking the enemy by surprise, right? You sure could learn to be more direct with your compliments, you know?
You can interpret it that way if you want. In any case, you're just as important to this army as I am. Between that sword of yours and the way you can shapeshift, nobody ever knows what you'll do next. Some might say your powers are dangerous, but I think they provide the perfect element of surprise.
Huh. Glad to hear you say so.
There's one fault I can't get past, though. You can never stay focused during battle. It's almost like you're talking to someone while you fight. Someone in your head that... Hey, what's with the smile?
Oh my god. But there's no way. No one actually like brought that up to Byleth in Three Houses, where it's like, huh, it always seems like you're like talking to someone in your head. Oh my god, Felix actually brings that up in this game.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm just really happy we've gotten to know each other so well. Only a true friend would be that open with their criticism. Thanks, Felix.
Say what you will. That's the last piece of advice I'm ever giving you.
He wasn't really mad, was he? It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Nah, that's just Felix. That was that was great. All right, Ingrid and Felix. A rank.
Finished giving your report?
Yes. I hope you were not waiting too long. Did you need me for something?
Need is a strong word. I just wanted to commend you. I heard that last fight was brutal, but you made it out alive.
None of us expected it to evolve into such an arduous battle. We were only supposed to be dealing with some bandits.
So you weren't injured?
I'm fine. So is everyone else in the unit, thankfully. Though even in the darkest moments, I never lost hope. All thanks to this.
Oh, is that Glenn's thing, right?
My
Probably.
brother's spur.
Yeah.
You're telling me that hunk of steel helped you?
Perhaps not in a practical sense, but it certainly bolstered my spirits. This spur symbolizes Glenn's pride and sense of duty, things he fought for to his dying breath. I couldn't very well give up while I carried something with that much meaning. It gave me the courage to keep fighting.
I don't get it. It's all well and good to remember the dead, but sentimentality will get you killed. All the tears in the world couldn't bring them back after all.
You have always viewed the world in such stark terms. It might even be one of your strengths. But one day, you will learn that emotions and sentimentality are also a strength, not a curse.
So the dead can help the living? Interesting idea.
Can we continue this later? I think I have earned a good night's sleep.
Ingrid, wait. Will you do something for me?
I'm listening.
Go visit my brother. This war shows no signs of stopping, which means you have plenty of battles ahead of you. And if you're so certain the dead can help the living, It couldn't hurt to offer him some flowers.
You want me to go to Glenn's? I mean, of course. But you should join me. And perhaps His Majesty as well. And even Lord Rodrigue, Sylvain, Sir Gustav, everyone.
Are you planning to host an entire banquet at his gravestone?
That was not my original intention, but now that you mention it, a festive meal might be nice. We could all use a little relaxation, and Glenn always preferred a joyous atmosphere to a somber one.
Fine, just don't die before then, okay? Anyway, I'm keeping you. Go get something to eat and get some rest.
I will do just that. Thank you, Felix.
I really like that. That was so good. It could have ended after that, like with Felix being like go visit Glenn, and then Ingrid says like, oh yeah, of course, but you should join me and with his Majesty as well. Like, it really could have ended right there. Alright. Alright, Annette. Let's do this. Ignatz and Annette. I wonder what Ignatz could talk about.
Am I actually a good knight? I feel like I'm hindering more than helping most of the time.
What's wrong, Ignatz? You look sad.
Oh, hey Annette. Sorry to make you worry.
Make him feel better, Annette. Guess what you're best
I
at.
was just pondering some things. You don't need to worry about... Huh. Say, you're Gustav's daughter, right?
Yes? Why exactly?
Well, Gustav is said to be one of the finest knights in all of Fargus. So... Listen, do you have a minute to talk?
Of course. What's on your mind?
I've been thinking about something recently. I don't know if I'm any use as a knight.
What? Come on, Ignatz. You help us out plenty. Everyone relies on you.
Do you, though? I mean, I'm a knight, but I don't have any particular skill where I'm outstanding. That's, why I was hoping I could learn a thing or two from stories about your father. Gustav is a legendary knight who served generations of Fargus kings, after all.
Okay, this is making me blush, and I'm not even the subject of the flattery. But hey, I'm happy to tell you what I know.
Thank you. In that case, let me dive right in. So, what sort of training does he normally do?
He doesn't go a day without training with both the sword and spear. And I'm serious, I don't think he's taken a day off in decades.
Interesting. So, he must have been made a royal knight in recognition for all his hard work, right?
I'm not sure if it's from hard work exactly. Okay, so this might just be one of my uncle's jokes, but my father started working as a soldier at the royal castle when he was even younger than we are now. And 40 or so years ago, apparently he saw the previous king, who was just a kid at the time, fall off one of the ramparts. So he threw his spear and pinned the young king's clothes to the wall, which saved his life. Anyway, that's apparently what got him promoted.
What?
That's, well, it's so specific that I can't entirely dismiss it as a joke.
After that, my father changed his training regimen to include spearing falling leaves onto tree trunks. Hundreds of them, every day, I'm told.
He does all that just for training? I don't think I could pin one leaf, not to mention hundreds. Sorry, Annette. I think I've set my sights too high.
Aw. Well, we learned a little bit about Gilbert. That's cool. Well, Gustav. Alright. Annette and Shez. Let's finish this off.
Hey, Annette. What are you up so late for? Some kind of research?
Oh no, it's nothing like that. I've been working on this.
Song?
That just looks like a bunch of little black bugs jumping around on a page.
Excuse you, it's sheet music. I have no idea how you could possibly think the notes look like bugs.
Sorry. It's just, I don't think I've ever actually seen sheet music before. Does this mean you're writing a new song?
Mm-hmm. A lovely tune popped into my head today, so I wanted to jot it down before I forgot.
At least I'm just gonna sing again. I really hope she sings again. As if I can hear it!
Mind singing it for me? I'd love to know what kind of song it is.
Nope, sorry. I'm not done writing the lyrics yet. I have a rough outline, but that's about it so far. Still, I want to write something happy. A song that'll make people feel good when...
That sounds great. I can't wait till it's finished.
Hey, do you remember the song I wrote about that night?
Night? Oh, you mean the horse with the human... Yeah, the song about the night, of course.
Well, I heard someone singing it again.
Look, Annette, I know you're upset I let it slip, but what's done is done.
I didn't mean it like that. I heard a mercenary singing it to himself as he died.
Oh.
He was covered in blood and could hardly breathe. Yet he had this great big smile on his face as the words crossed his lips. He must have been in so much pain. But still, he just kept smiling.
Oh.
Probably thinking back to all the times he spent drinking and singing with his friends. Soldiers always throw the wildest parties after a battle. The sort of thing where you can find knights and mercs alike locking arms and belting out tunes.
Maybe. Anyway, I've been thinking about that mercenary a lot ever since he passed. I never wanted that song out in the world, and I'm honestly still not happy about it. But it helped him face his final moments with a smile, instead of sadness or fear. And I'm forever grateful I could provide that.
It's like I told you before, Annette. Your songs can really help people. I'm sure tons more took comfort in that song, too. Including me. Whenever I'm feeling down, I just think about one of your silly songs, and I'm right back in high spirits.
Silly? Are you implying my lyrics aren't serious? No, never mind. I'll choose to take it as a compliment. And hey, if my songs really help people that much, I better get to work writing lots of new ones.
There you go. So, what's this next one gonna be about?
Well, right now I'm planning to make it be about a group of friends who dig into a huge feast together.
Aww. Is it a metaphor for all the blue lions? I hope so.
They keep churning out dish after delicious dish, and everyone's faces are alight with laughter and joy.
Wow, I'm getting hungry just hearing about it.
Right? Then once all the food runs out, they go off hunting for ingredients so they can cook up some more.
Okay.
But uh-oh, they come across a ginormous bear and have to battle it to the death.
Okay.
A death match with a bear? I thought this was supposed to be a happy song about a feast. Guess I shouldn't judge it before it's done. Just let me know when you're finished, okay? I want to be the first in line to hear it.
Yes, of course.
Wait. Do you get like a scene if you pick someone's like for their thing, right? Like if how do I storehouse. Is it here? Yeah. Do you get a scene? Like an S rank scene? And you hear that song? That would be cool. Oh, award?
Well, how'd it go?
Hey, I got some owl feathers. That's cool.
Any result's a good result.
Alright. Well, that was quite the episode. We went around talking with everybody. I love it. Because, hey, we just started part 2. So we have to get a lot of story. We got a new mechanic. I gotta gush over Annette more. Glorious. But yeah, next time we might do a little bit of battles, maybe, because there will be probably that cutscene that plays after like the first battle. So maybe we might do a battle or two. If not, we will be at the chapter mission. So I will see everyone next time, and I really hope you're enjoying me playing Fire Emblem Three Hopes Azure Gleam, and thanks for joining me on this journey. I am loving this game so much. Like, my god, like, it's just all fan service. I love it. But I will see everyone next time. Hopefully you'll join me next time on Fire Emblem Three Hopes in Azure Gleam. This has been Red Leader, signing off.